Okay, I'm gonna do this video, but I'm telling you right now, you are not gonna get me to say we was Kangs. What's up, y'all? This is the Gospel according to Mark with a C. He is I, and I am he. Just taking some time to tell you what's on my mind. Listen, guys, I want to start off, as always, by saying what's up to all of the subscribers, all of the people who comment, all the people who like. I love you guys, man. I love you. And even the ones who dislike. You know, there's always got to be some people out there who go and downvote the video for whatever fucking reason. But anyway, I appreciate you guys. I really do. And I just want to discuss an article that I just saw a few moments ago. And since I have some time, I figured I would talk about it real quick. Because honestly, it is getting ridiculous. Now, just yesterday, I did a video about Victoria Mahoney, you know, being hired by J.J. Abrams to be a second unit director on episode 9, you know, of Star Wars. And not just a day later, I see that there's another article now. And this article is on page6.com, and it's about actress Thandie Newton, who apparently has a role in Solo, a Star Wars story. Anyway, she's talking about how it feels to be a black woman in a starring role in a Star Wars movie. And let me go on and read this article so you can see just how thick they lay this bullshit on. And I mean, I don't even know what to say at this point, guys. I try. I really do. Okay, let me keep it positive. Thandie Newton, congratulations. You know, you fuck this. Anyway, let me go on and read it. All right, like I said, page6.com. Thandie Newton opens up about breaking Star Wars glass ceiling. That's just about the dumbest fucking headline I've ever seen in my life. Star Wars glass ceiling. Are we talking about a corporation? Are we talking about a company? Are we talking about, what are we talking about here? We're talking about a film. We're talking about mythology. You know, how do you break a glass ceiling in Star Wars? I'm sorry. Listen, guys. This is really messing with me at this point, you know what I mean? And I'm wrestling with this in my mind. Star Wars involves people, it involves things, it involves aliens, it involves droids. You know what I mean? It's like, how does race and gender and all this identity political bullshit, how does that figure into this when we have all of these different elements to come together to tell this story of fantasy? Glass ceiling? Really? Is this something that Hillary Clinton ran on in the, the presidential campaign, a couple of years ago? Like, this is not an issue, man. This is not a political issue. This is Star Wars. Anyway, let me go on and get to this. Thandie Newton, who is the first woman of color to have a leading role in a Star Wars film, says it's extraordinary that it's taken 10 movies to get here. Man, I feel excited that I could let go of my own personal resentment and frustration and feeling of hopelessness, frankly, Newton told Page 6 at the Tribeca Film Festival Westworld premiere on Thursday. I just felt like celebrating every single day, and that celebration kind of was reflected in the way the movie felt because it was such a great experience working alongside that cast. Ooh, you pathetic chick, you. So you felt frustration, resentment, and hopelessness. Really? All these years you've been just looking at Star Wars just like a child pressed against the glass. Just, what's it like in there? What's it like? I wonder one day we will get to the promised land of Tatooine. This is the dumbest shit in the world, man. I really want to rant, but it's way too quiet around here, and when I start yelling, I kind of feel like I'm disturbing the peace. So I'm trying to keep it even keel, if you guys can't tell. I don't want to go all the way up to 10 right now. Okay, so let me get back to the article. Her role of Val in the upcoming Solo, A Star Wars Story, is still a bit of a mystery, though fans do know that the film follows young Han Solo in his escapades around the galaxy. So you don't really know anything about her role, but you want to celebrate it before you even get to see what it is. Okay, that makes sense. It felt brand new, the 45-year-old actress told us. We were pirates, you know what I mean? It had that vibe of just rebels out there, and that's kind of what I feel like. Because in order to break glass ceilings, you kind of got to be a rebel. Rebels get shit done. Look, chick, you got hired, okay? Why can't you just fucking say thank you? You got hired for a job. You're 45 years old. You're not new to this. I've seen you in some things, and quite frankly, I am not impressed. Not at all by your acting ability. I'm not saying that to be petty. I've always felt that way. Thandie Newton, you're fucking overrated. That's how I feel about it. Thank you very much. And congratulations on getting the role, okay? Maybe you'll surprise me. But up until this time, I have not been impressed with your career. I fucking said it. There you go. Newton expressed her thanks to Solo producer Allison Shearmer and Star Wars executive producer J.J. Abrams. There he goes. Who is also a producer on Westworld. J.J. Abrams really started the conversation by casting John Boyega in Star Wars The Force Awakens, Thandie Newton said. Of course, it has nothing to do with John Boyega's talent. You know, she doesn't shout John Boyega out for having talent, for being a good actor. No, J.J. Abrams started the conversation by hiring him. Like he's just throwing out some breadcrumbs for a pigeon. Why can't you people see how pathetic that is? How fucking awfully sad that is. You can't stand on your talent. It has to be J.J. Abrams taking you by the hand like a special needs student and bringing you in and giving you a role, right? That's what you would have us believe, right? Yeah, that's progression. Yeah. J.J. Abrams really started the conversation by casting John Boyega in Star Wars The Force Awakens, Newton said. I know it was really down to J.J. Abrams that John had that prominent role, and it really started it going. I'm just so grateful to him. He's a single individual, and what he's doing in cinema is unprecedented. Just fucking kiss his ass, why don't you? I don't even know if I can do this without yelling. You know, I'm trying not to. You know what I mean? I'm trying to be a good neighbor, like State Farm. You know what I mean? But let me tell you something. This has got a fire in me right now. See, here's the thing. Let me just say this before I continue with this bullshit article. Black folks might look at videos like this and think that I'm being negative. But see, this is what it looks like when you actually believe in yourself and you actually believe in the people from which you come. I don't want fucking charity for you. I don't want it for me, and I don't want it for you. I don't want it for anyone. I think we should all, in 2018, be able to earn our way. I know about history. I understand that racism is something that we've dealt with in this country. But in 2018, I am not going to fucking act like the last 3, 4, 500 years have not happened in history. We have progressed. You understand? We owe it to our children to at least try to stand on our own and not have to keep falling back with this pathetic, I wouldn't have made it if it hadn't been for the white guy who took me by the hand and brought me through the door and cracked the ceiling and put me through. Oh, JJ, we're not worthy. We're not worthy. Look at how you sound, Thandie Newton. Okay. I think it's worth me going back here. It says J.J. Abrams, and this is Thandie Newton talking, okay? J.J. Abrams really started the conversation by casting John Boyega in Star Wars The Force Awakens. He started the conversation, Newton said. I know it was really down to J.J. Abrams that John had that prominent role, and it really started it going. I'm just so grateful to him. He's a single individual, and what he's doing in cinema is unprecedented. I wish it wasn't unprecedented, but it is. This is the part where we're going to act like Billy D. Williams didn't exist, right? Billy D. Williams. This is unprecedented. It's never happened before that black people have been cast in Star Wars. There was no Billy D. Williams. There was no Samuel Jackson. What's his name? James Earl Jones didn't voice Darth Vader, right? That's what you're telling me? just a few years ago, fucking Lupita Nyong'o, she wasn't hired by Lucasfilm either, right? To be Maz Kanata. That's what you're telling me, Thandie Newton. This is unprecedented, right? You're the first. J.J. Abrams is just breaking glass ceilings all over the place with your fucking hard head. Look, I'm sorry. I don't want to be disrespectful. Thandie Newton, while it's true, I've never been impressed with you as an actress. I do owe you respect for, whatever it is that you've done in the industry. You have been working. I've seen you, like, in many roles, and everything. And I know that at 45 years old, you've been in the game for a while. You deserve respect. Okay, so I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's just that this is so misleading. And I feel that it's damaging at the end of the day that we're just going to ignore history and we're going to act like it didn't exist so you can celebrate J.J. Abrams. Honey, can't you see how that's not right? It's disingenuous and it's dishonest. If our children, if my son, and I take raising him very seriously, if my son is going to understand the value of history, of American history, black history, which is a part of American history, if he's going to appreciate all that stuff, we have to be honest. There have been strides. You're not the first. J.J. Abrams is not the first. And at the end of the day, when you do what you do, you're damaging to the creative process because you're so preoccupied with, well, John Boyega was cast and he's black and it wouldn't have happened if not for J.J. Abrams. That's bullshit. The man is a talented actor. He's a talented actor. He is. I don't like what they did with him in his role of Finn, especially in The Last Jedi. I feel like they just totally demeaned him and turned him into a minstrel. I talked about that before. A buck dancing, organ grinding minstrel. And I feel like we can do much better. So let me see if this article is over, by the way. I'm sorry, I'm going off here. Okay, so it just says Emilia Clarke, Alden Ehrenreich. Notice how Emilia Clarke's name is first. Emilia Clarke, Alden Ehrenreich, Donald Glover are also set to star in the film, which Page Six previously reported is slated to debut at Cannes in May. That reminds me, when Donald Glover was cast, why were there not a million articles talking about, oh, there's a black man that's been cast in Solo? You notice how that never happened? I don't know. I just wanted to share this, guys, with you. At this point, it's just annoying as fuck. And I'm just fed up. You know what I mean? I really am. I'm fed up. And this is the reason why I'm not supporting Disney Star Wars. Because the art takes a back seat to the political bullshit. The critics are absolutely right. The ones who are talking about all this antisocial injustice warrior bullshit. Where's it going to stop? Just tell your story. That's out of the question, right? Anyway, Thandie Newton, congratulations, you're working. You know what I mean? But anyway, it is what it is, man. I don't even know what more to say about this. Fuck this. Listen, that's it for now. I'll see you guys on the next one. This is The Gospel According to Mark with a C. Rock on.